live from downtown Seattle and DevHub's headquarters. Today I am joined by Florentin of Agendize on one of our first interviews related to the white label space. And you'll probably hear it many times, but this is honestly one of the easiest kind of integrations you can ever do at scale. But again, I won't get too far into that right now. We're good on our side?
Yeah, we're good.
Cool. So, Florentine, if you just want to introduce yourself real quick, and then we'll run through the questions.
Yeah. Thanks, Mark. Florentin Rambaud, as said, I'm with Agendize. I'm currently at our French headquarters. You see over there, first day with sun in a long time. We are all very, very happy. And I'm a strategic account director. Mostly work with brands, software partners, such as DevHub, and making sure that we have a smooth rollout in white label. And most recently, I've been working on a few launches, and maybe I'll tell you something about them later on.
Okay, cool. So just like super high level in the beginning. So how many years has Agendize been in business?
Quite some time. So we started 2003.
Yeah.
So we're on the old ones.
I can't do math that quickly. So over 10 years.
Over 15 years now.
Oh yeah, okay, that's even better. How many founders are there?
So the company was actually founded by my father, Alex, and with two other co-founders were Christophe Berge and Cédric Perriquet. And two of them are heads of product development. And the three of them have been here since 2003 and working hard with our partners and for many more years.
And then real quick, just super high level too. But what does Agendize do? Or what is Agendize basically?
Yeah, so we do CRM solutions, and our flagship is online appointment booking. And we do this for really like a mix of the small business owners through a network of resellers, like digital agencies, software publishers. And we also power booking for large enterprise and brand groups in insurance, real estate, automobile. So just to drop some names here, TNP Assurance, Allianz, Nissan, Plurier, Orange Business Services, Engie, or Videoton. So a very wide range of projects.
And how many countries are you guys operating in now?
Well, that's the first one. I'd say we are around 25.
Yeah.
And we do have a platform in 8 languages. So I might forget a few ones: English, Spanish, French, Italian, German, Japanese, Portuguese, Dutch, and Danish.
Yeah.
And we can add a few more. And we actually now let our users add new languages by just customizing the interfaces themselves.
Nice. And then, who do you think is your ideal client?
My ideal client might be, I think, different than the other sales reps here. My ideal client is one who has very strong branding guidelines and requirements. So the CMO wants to make sure that the branding experience is consistent across locations and interfaces, that everything is plugged in the right CRM and to their other tools, and that they can pretty much integrate whatever they need, like portals and mobile apps, etc. So when we get into those customization projects, that's what I really like. So,
but I mean that's a good point though, Florentine. You guys will customize the platform a little bit for larger enterprises too.
Yeah, exactly. So it can be different things. Let's say you're a large franchise and you want to make sure that beyond your logo and your domain, you want to make sure that what your clients will see, let's say the booking widget, will be similar in location A or Z. And you want to make sure that you're going to keep this client data somewhere. So if I'm the client and I'm moving to a different location, I'm already in the loyalty program. And for customization, we also give them all the tools and we work with them on the templates for notifications, reminders, or let's say redesigning the widget with a custom CSS. And now we even offer services for white labeling mobile apps. that are used by the professionals to manage their appointments.
Yeah, that's again like I
There's
don't want to
a wide range.
Yeah, I don't want to make it about us, but I mean, like I said, like you guys have been like one of the easiest kind of things to roll out at scale, across franchise clients, multi-location brands, anyone that wants to plug in kind of the appointment scheduling or a white label CRM, where it looks and feels as if it was the experience we created based on brand guidelines. It's been super easy. Real quick, like give me like one of your favorite kind of rollouts that you guys have done, let's say in the last 12 months.
Okay, so I have one in mind, but as a general rule, my favorite rollouts are always the ones that go smooth because both tech and marketing teams, they know each other for a long time. So even before any proposal or agreement, we make sure that all teams are in touch, so everything gets smooth. And because I went to law school and have a legal background, I'd say one of my very recent ones has been with the French Association of 12,000 notaries. And so they are legal professionals. I did similar studies, so I know what they live. I know how busy they are.
Yeah.
And they have very strong regulatory constraints and requirements. So it was about working on the hosting, the SSO, the API and the white label, and simplifying the interfaces. That was great. I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, and like you said too, like I think one of the I think anyone who's in kind of white label, there is an element of kind of vetting, how that rollout will go ahead of time so that it goes smoothly, and that's actually, we don't ever talk about that really over here, but that is 100% true. Like we will tell people if like, hey, we don't think this is going to go, really well, you don't need us or whatever. Like we're very upfront before we even try to like sign them up ever. And so,
it's all about planning and making sure that after the launch, they have the tools if they want to do it themselves. To change the templates, for instance, they can do it. And of course, they always have support, but it's planning ahead. Planning ahead with a white label partner, especially if you're working at scale, is very important and makes all the difference between out of the box, SaaS, and true white label players.
All right. It's so good to hear it from somebody else. Sometimes I feel like we're so deep on the inside, but you're so right. So then, how far do you guys white label?
So we went to provide, of course, a wide range of APIs. We also created a platform that's made as an admin level for, let's say, if you have a reseller or a partner, they have a when they can manage their accounts, but also the white label. So we work with them on that. It goes beyond just colors and logo for the interface. From this dashboard, they can review all the templates, customize them one by one, so it applies to all their accounts. They can also apply custom JavaScript or CSS for interfaces. And we also let them, for instance, customizing all those little backlinks that you never think of, like what is your support center? What are your privacy policies? Who is your contact us? And recently, we also added support for custom privacy policies for collective consent with GDPR and everything is super important. But we let our partners customize all those messages and how they collect consent for marketing and booking, etc. Beyond that, if some of our partners love the API, then they can get very creative and even get to places where we never thought of. So those are also some of my favorite ideal clients.
Yeah. I mean, how much do you love the business nowadays?
I love it. I love it because I think we were maybe a little early in the booking space.
Same.
And now it's becoming a commodity at some level, but we don't have true competition for people looking at white label at scale. Yeah. And that's easy to customize and integrate with the other stack of products.
Yeah.
And we usually find out that they see Agendize as really like a toolkit, a toolbox for developers and product owners and marketers. And they really see how different than we are from, let's say, a Calendly or any other booking platform like this.
Yeah. I mean, I think sometimes like people, I mean, this is not 100% accurate, but I mean, you'll hear what I'm trying to say in a second. But basically, like I said at the beginning, you know, like to roll you guys out at scale, once you kind of have all the ducks in the row, you know, is actually pretty easy, you know. But I mean, again, you still have to pay for everything. But I'm just saying the actual like rolling it out across, let's say, like you said, 12,000 or 1,000 or 100 or 48 franchises or whatever it is, you know, at scale is actually not that hard once everything is kind of set up. And
yeah,
I mean, and then obviously your guys' end too.
Yeah, and it's the value, just like you guys, is I don't want to do the job manually every time I want to open a location or change hours or do anything. I have my template or I have the process, and it goes easy. It goes smooth, and I can grow with the platform. And growing is not a barrier. It's not complicated.
Yeah, and you guys are just good people too. And then, Florentine, last one is like, so where do you guys think the business will be in the next like 2 to 5 years? Or where do you guys take it? Like you said, you were a little early, and we always felt like we were kind of a little maybe early too, because even the whole idea of white labeling, you know, like, you know, people are like still always trying to compare us with things they can get out of the box, and it's just like, no, I mean, it's like kind of hard to be like, no, you don't need us, or, you know, use them or whatever. But now that you guys have been in the game, potentially you are the only one that could do it at this level of scale. Like, where do you guys think the business will go in the next 2 to 5 years? And don't sell it.
Yeah, so we're thinking by 2 to 5 years to be close to the 1 million users. And we don't know yet what will be the mix, but the mix of professionals, freelancers, very small businesses, franchises, multi-location businesses, and really have a different offering for each one of them. But what we see is that, let's say you talk about lawyers, and you see a few ones getting the booking widget on their website, and now you have the big players coming and like, okay, how can I get a booking engine for my 1,000 lawyers, or how can I get it across all my locations? And that's how we grow fast. Yeah,
100%. I mean, that's really it. Is there anything you want to add?
Well, no, you guys my details, and you know where to reach out to us, to DevHub. That's great, friend.
We'll put a link below anyway to you guys directly.
Yeah, we deployed different use cases for online directories, locators, brands. So we know how to work together.
Yeah, and again, like I said, like anyone looking for the appointment scheduling, even the CRM piece, like these are a great white label. Your picture's up here on the screen right here. Really great white label provider. And again, like hopefully what people can see in this video is like, again, it's human. You know, feel free to reach out to Florentine. We'll put their contact information below, and just feel free to at least have a conversation to understand like how you would do this at scale. And it's really not that scary at all.
Yeah. Cool. It's easy. Yeah. Just plan it.
Cool. That's it, Florentine.
Thank you very much.
All right.
That's great talking.
We'll talk to you 100 times this year.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
See you.
Have a great day.
Yep.